How's everybody doing tonight? Fantastic. How many people are here and this is your first 5 Links business opportunity meeting by a show of hands? Fantastic. This is really for you to show you what 5 Links is really all about, to show you the power of possibility. And it gives me an extreme honor and a privilege to introduce our speaker this evening. This gentleman is a tremendous leader. He's a trailblazer in this company, tremendous family man. He actually is just coming, he's just getting here from Fort Lauderdale through Texas, and he actually just was blessed with his 4th child just 12 days ago. But his commitment, he's here tonight because he's passionate about helping other people, to talk about some of his accomplishments. I mean, just an incredible, inspiring leader, a champion. He actually was the first Platinum Senior Vice President in 5 Links history. He achieved the position of Senior Vice President in 52 days, set the record. And he was the first double Platinum Senior Vice President in 5 Links. So what does that all mean to you if you're a guest? It means he's very accomplished. He knows this business inside and out. And not only has he done it for himself and his family, but he's helped many other individuals achieve success within this opportunity. And that's really what he's passionate about. Today, he actually has an organization of over 40,000 independent representatives. He gets paid on close to 100,000 customers every month. So would you say that he has some accomplishments? So there couldn't be anybody better to share with you the information this evening, to tell you about our great company and what the opportunity has in store for you. So what I encourage you to do is just listen over the next 30 minutes with an open mind and see the possibilities that 5 Links can bring for you and your family, just on this gentleman's story and the success that he's brought for his family. So please stand up and give a warm welcome to top producing double platinum Senior Vice President, Mr. Steve Carter.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Wow. Good evening, 5 Links. You guys can do better than that. Good evening, 5 Links. This is an exciting time in our company, and I'll tell you what. First of all, let me find this out. How many of you here are here for the very first time as a guest? Raise your hand. Let's give them a 5 Links welcome for being here. I also want to say something very briefly about the gentleman that was just on this stage. You know, what you may not know, and I think is incredible, is that we've got some of the most down-to-earth individuals in this company that actually are the co-founders of the company. And what I love is, with me being experienced in this industry, over 15 years in the industry, having met a lot of individuals, having been very successful, one of the things that I really respect, and one of the things that means a lot to me, is the fact that I've become very good friends with the owners. And I think if you can be in business with people that you genuinely care about, you can go a long way. And I think this company is destined to do some huge things. And partly one of the 3 reasons, and now one of the 4 reasons, because we've got another gentleman that's been added to the corporate realm. And I'll tell you, one of the reasons that we are where we are is because of Executive Vice President, Mr. Jason Gook. So let's give it back to our co-founder, Mr. Jason Gook. Well, listen, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to share this information. And let me just say this. One of the reasons that I ask all the new people who's here for the first time is because it seems like yesterday. It's been 15 years since I've been in this industry, but it seems like yesterday that I was sitting in the audience, listening to an opportunity the same way you are. As a matter of fact, a dear friend of mine from college, after we graduated, it didn't take us long to realize that we just did not want to have to work for somebody else for the rest of our lives. Once we got into the work world, we realized quickly we didn't want to do this for 40 years. So we started looking around, and I truly believe that the good Lord has a way of showing up when you need him, because what happened for me was I actually was in downtown Chicago, and a friend of mine called me and said, listen, I think I found a way for us to make some pretty serious money. And that was all he had to say to me. And I ended up meeting with this individual, sat down, and I got some information very similar to what I'm going to share with you tonight. And I ended up taking full advantage of what I heard, because the 2 reasons that I ended up even meeting with him is, number one, he told me in that initial conversation that based on what he had seen, he did not think that there was any limitations on how much money we could make. So that got me interested right off the bat. But the second reason that I ended up coming to sit down and listen to the information was because even to this day, he's one of my best friends. And I knew that he would only get me to come look at something that he genuinely felt good about. So I ended up coming out and I sat down and I listened to a concept, just like what I'm going to share with you tonight. And after they got finished explaining this information, I looked at him, he looked at me, and I said, you know what? If this is above board, I'm in. Because it was brand new to me. I didn't know what I was looking at. But everything that was shared made a whole bunch of sense. And I'm telling you, what I've learned now is that when things make sense, they make dollars. And I ended up getting involved in this industry because it made common sense with what was shared with me. And so once I got involved in the industry, I decided I was going to just go all the way. And it's amazing how you can make a split decision, a very quick decision, and it can be financially life-altering. And many of you that are here tonight, the same thing is going to take place, because I want you to understand right off the bat that there is nothing different from me or any of the other leaders that have had tremendous success. There's nothing different between us and any of you that are here looking at this for the first time. And I know that there are a lot of people, especially in this economic climate, I know there's a lot of people that are looking for a way to generate some income. Yes or yes? Yes. So I know that this can be a blessing to you if you take what we're sharing seriously. And the fact that I've done this for many years, I want you to understand, all I want to do tonight is be a vessel for information. I want you to be able to walk out of these doors after we get done with this and have a full understanding of the concept of how this works. And if you like what you see, the way many of us obviously liked what we saw, then we welcome you to the family and let's make some money together. Is that fair? Yes. So with that being said, I want to dive right into this and let you know who we are as a company and what's possible for you and your family. Obviously, the name of our company is what? 5 Linx. Can somebody say 5 Linx? 5 Linx. That's the name of our company. And let me tell you who we are. We are simply a direct selling telecommunications and technology company, and we're also now a reseller of utilities. And here's the thing, we're actually allowing independent representatives to get involved and actually go out and acquire customers for our company. And as you acquire customers for our company will then turn around and pay you the same way the company makes money, which is residually. Because the fact that we market telecommunications services, how many of you understand that telecom bills are paid every 30 days? Am I correct? Yes. And what's even more exciting about that is you can never pay a telecom bill off. So let me tell you, this creates a continuous cash flow. And not only is it a continuous cash flow, but because you can't pay these telecom bills off, it's an ongoing continuous cash flow. And what I love most is that the company puts absolutely no limits whatsoever on how many thousands of people that you can be in a position that just because they are customers of our company, even people you don't know, even people you don't sign up, and I'm going to teach you what I mean by that. But every single 30 days, because they're a customer and they fall in your customer base, which will teach you how to build, how about every 30 days you're getting paid just because those people are paying their bills? Is that exciting? Yeah. And the fact that the company says, listen, we're not going to put any limitations whatsoever on how many thousands of people you can get paid on. And we don't care how long it takes. We don't care how fast you do it. Just build whatever you want to build. And now you've got many individuals that in this industry have made millions of dollars, such as myself, that are very successful in what we do. And all we want to do, we feel a blessing's a blessing when we can give it away. We've got a miracle in our mouths. And we want to share it with every single one of you in here. So I want to go into detail and share with you exactly who we are, why we do what we do. And I think what's important is this. You've got to first establish a reason why you need to do this. There's so many reasons. I mean, you may want to spend more time with your family. You may want to diversify your income. How many of you wouldn't mind having another stream of income coming in on top of what you're doing right now? How many of you wouldn't mind that? Would that be a good thing? I don't know anybody that would turn down additional income. Not to mention, how many of you wouldn't mind paying off some debt? Would that be a good thing? Would that remove some of the stress in your life? How many of you wouldn't mind being able to pay for a child's college fund, even if you don't have kids yet? How many of you wouldn't mind being able to give to charities and be more philanthropic? Wouldn't you love to do that? And what about the fact that, what if you can just get money as an issue totally out of the way? Because let me tell you this, folks, money is only an issue when there's a lack thereof. Nobody's focused on money when you've got it in the bank. You understand that? So I want you to understand, once you establish your why, There's nobody other than the person that looks back at you in that mirror that can stop you from doing this. And I've always said, and I'm going to continue to say this for the rest of my life, in a business like ours, what's so very unique is the fact that the computer promotes you. Now, people hear that and they think it's a cliche, but I want you to understand what I mean. That just simply means discrimination is not in this. We don't care what color, what gender, what background, what education, credit, friends, size, any of that, hair color, none of that matters. You finally have a level playing field where you can get involved in something, and if you do what it takes to win, you will. And to me, that's the most refreshing thing I've ever seen when it comes to business, where you can play on the level of anybody else that you see having success.